The history of unpunished violence against our people clearly indicates that we must be prepared. As Americans, we will not give up a single right guaranteed under the Constitution.
It's the Jetblack Daily Show. It's the Jetblack Daily Show. It's the Jetblack Daily Show. It's the Jetblack. Ooh. It's the Jetblack. Ooh. It's the Jetblack Daily Show. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. I hope you're having a great day and you're making it great. This is the Jetblack Daily Show. I'm Mr. Jetblack Carl Sr.
And it's your boy Corey Legucci Graves coming live from the Jetblack Daily Show. It's continue and carry on the legacy of Aaron T. Jones. Hashtag Pod God.
Yes, sir. And you haven't had the opportunity, please visit the website, thejetblackenpowerment.com. That's thejetblackenpowerment.com. And remember, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Listen, hit that Cash App, Unique 3815. That's Unique 3815. And remember, you can make all checks payable to the Aaron T. Jones Memorial Fund. That's the Aaron T. Jones Memorial Fund. And please donate and volunteer. It's for a worthy cause. And if you want to get that Jet Black apparel,
shop till you drop at the Jet Black shop.
No doubt.
Know y'all got that stimmy. Go ahead and spend a little bit of it.
Go on and get right. Listen, you can get that Jet Black apparel at shopjetblack.org. That's shopjetblack.org. Go on and get you a tumbler, a hoodie, whatever you like.
Coffee cup,
yes,
dad hat.
Yes, sir.
We got them windbreakers.
I'm trying to tell you.
We got the Letterman jacket. You
come
know
on,
what I mean?
come
all
on
that
with
fire. They're going to ask you, what you got on?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Don't worry about it. That's that flat. From that Jet Black right there. That's that flat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. Look, Gucci, what's happening with you, baby?
Hey, I'm blessed. I'm glad to be back in the building.
Yes, sir. I know
Platform
that's right.
once again.
Yes, sir.
As we empower and uplift
the community, baby.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes, sir. Where our motto is each one, reach one, teach one. It's like that. And listen, we got a very, very special guest in the building.
Aya.
A very special guest in the building.
Aya.
My man fit the damn grand. We got the one and only Mr. Dartez right in the building.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Glad to have you here, man. So glad you came and graced the mic with us on today, man. It's totally a pleasure and an honor. I'm excited.
I am too.
And I know Legucci is, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all a quick little backdraft on this gentleman before we get right on down into the questions and everything. I was a part of a national stage play that talks about the health disparities in our community. And remember, Jet Black is all about the community, always empowerment, always about lifting and engaging, and knowledge is power and knowledge is key in our community. And I was part of a play called Daddy's Boys under the production of G-Days Productions, and it is totally a pleasure to be here with this gentleman today. It's an honor and a pleasure. Me and him was on the road for what, about 3 years?
About 3 years, man.
Yeah, about 3 years, where I played the father in the character. I played the character, which was the father, man, and it was a dope experience, man. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot, man. And we're so glad that you are here today, man. And look, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're just gonna get on into it.
Let's get it.
But before we get into it, D. Wright, you know, I've been here by myself, alone. And everybody else in here, Carolina fans.
Ooh.
What you trying to say here,
Oh,
Duke?
here, Duke, baby.
Duke Nation, baby.
Talk, speak
Blue
it.
Devil,
Talk
baby.
that talk.
Coach
Man, we
K,
know why
baby.
his name's D. Wright. Because his damn team is D. Wrong. Still Tall Hill Nation. Y'all saw the broom. It's okay.
Yeah, man. They
You know what I mean?
definitely,
Y'all just
They
let it
whooped
go.
ass this year. They whooped ass. Ain't nothing I can say, you
Hey,
know.
catch us next year. Did y'all make it to the dance?
See, I ain't gonna do
Is y'all in the big? I haven't been keeping up with
see
the
how you
sports
gonna act.
I
lately.
ain't got much to say at
I'm
this
saying.
point.
Me either.
Is y'all in the big dance?
No, I was by
no.
myself though, man. I
okay.
got somebody here with me now.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm-
but it's
I'm
still
glad
Duke,
about it.
Bull
Y'all
City.
going to the NIT? They still got the NIT. Y'all might can go get a little extra hooping in.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
It's been
'Cause
crazy.
y'all
yeah,
need
man.
a session.
COVID, man.
Yeah,
COVID-19.
blame it
man.
on COVID.
Okay.
COVID, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not
Like I
right.
always tell them, Coach K, ain't nothing else.
Oh,
to
Hall,
do.
ain't
Hall
nothing
of
to say,
Fame
yeah.
coach,
It
but
ain't
he ain't
nothing-
out
it
there
ain't
shooting
even
that
nothing to say.
basketball.
He not. Now,
He
that's
ain't
a
out there
fact.
shooting that basketball. He ain't patting the rock.
You know, Carolina ain't producing no more NBA stars.
Ooh,
Hey.
ooh, speak on
You
it.
know, we got Zion,
Yes,
Tatum,
we do.
Kyrie, you know them boys.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
you got a
King
couple
Zion.
good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all finally getting a couple.
Yeah, it's true. We had
Finally
role
getting
players.
a
We
couple.
had role players.
You
Then
know
we
what
get
I mean?
superstars. You know?
You know what I mean? Only thing we know
sure.
JJ ready to do is just shoot the ball.
I'm gonna take what
He
Grace.
don't even win. He just shoot.
You know, I'm gonna take
You know what I mean?
You know, we still got Shane Battier, them boys. You know, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Bron helped him get one. We
Oh, he
keep
helped
going
Bron.
now.
Which one?
Bron got him the rings. He got
Okay.
it, you know, so it's still tall. Now, y'all know where Michael Jordan came from, right?
Yeah.
We can't
In the
even
discussion.
dispute that one.
What was we previously talking about before we start talking about them Dookies?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. All
yeah.
right, Dookie all day, Duke Nation, baby. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. Listen, I've already kind of introduced you, man. Everybody know you, Dartez, Wright, and they know a little bit about our relationship. But let's kind of tell the folks where you're from, man, and how long you've been acting, man.
Oh man, I'm from a small place called Hex Grove. We down in the sticks, man, Warren County. I grew up Warren County, Henderson, the 252 area.
Yeah.
So it's always just been that, you know, both are home really. All my family's in Warren and Henderson, and I just divided my time. I could have went to either school, you know, we was out of VA too a lot. So yeah, man, I'm from that area. I've been acting, I say about since I was 18. 18, man, I tapped into it. Crazy how I got into it, you know. Not a college professor, my high school English and theater teacher, he was like, hey, man, you're a class clown, but use that energy and let's get paid off it. And I'm like, man, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, none of the cool guys, ain't nobody in theater.
Yeah.
Right on.
So he went and got some of the finest girls in the school
That'll do it.
to be in the play. So what I do, I hopped in the play, dude paid me $300.
Hey.
So from that day on, I fell in love with the money. But once I got to college and I started going through some things in my personal life,
Sure.
theater and acting became a therapy for me. It
dope.
was an escape from real life
Get that.
for that hour and 35, 2 hours. I could escape reality. I could be whoever I wanted to be, and it stopped just being about the money. Now, I like the money, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, sure,
but,
no doubt.
It became a love for it. It became God, my wife, my daughter, and then acting,
sure.
you know, and my family, you know what I'm saying?
sure.
But acting is a very important element in my life, and I'm grateful for it. It definitely saved my life.
Yes.
And hopefully I could get that back to the community and let these brothers know it's different outlets. You know, everybody ain't the baller, everybody ain't the football
That's
star,
right, man.
you know, the baseball, you know, it's
That's right.
different things that we can tap into. And
Yes.
I got blessed and I tapped into this.
Hey,
yeah.
man, I
That's
love it. I
love right
love it,
there.
man. I hope y'all heard that from the beginning, but that's even go even deep a little further, man. Let's talk about your education, man. I heard you say a little bit about college.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your education. What college did you attend, man?
I graduated from North Carolina Central University, Eagle Pride. You know what I'm saying?
Eagles.
Make
Hey, you know what I'm
PC
saying?
real happy, right?
Eagles.
A true
Eagle
story.
Pride.
I was headed to A&T.
Oh, wow.
And my mom and everybody on my mom's side was an Eagle, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, Dartez, we're gonna get you a car
Yeah.
if you go to Central." So you know that was the end
Gas,
for me.
all
so,
gas,
Central.
but it was
no break.
probably one of the best, decisions I made. Me and most people know him as Lil Murder
Okay.
from P Valley. Y'all seen the show P Valley?
Yeah.
Lil
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
from
yeah.
the Greensboro area.
Yeah, I seen that.
We came in at the same time.
Yes.
Took the same acting classes. You know,
Yes.
he took a different path and pursued acting full time.
Sure.
Shout out to Funds and
Yeah.
a couple of other guys that went to school with me. He's been breaking out in some different things. Couple
Yes.
ladies, and so shout out to everybody who's
Absolutely.
following their dreams and things.
Absolutely,
dope
man.
right
That's
there.
dope.
Yeah.
That's
Dope,
dope,
yeah.
man. So We're going to go even further then. We're going to go even further. I heard you mention P-Valley, but I also want to know, before we get into P-Valley, I want to know, man, who influenced you? What were the influencers that got you really into it outside of you doing, you found your passion in it? What influenced you, though? Who were your influences, even if it's now, even if it's from the past?
One of my favorite actors is Jeffrey Wright. I don't know if
yes,
you know Jeffrey Wright, Peoples from Shaft.
Yes, sir. He liked that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the way that he can just transform into different characters, and you believe that's who he is. You would have thought he was Dominican in Shaft.
Right.
Then you look at him in Cadillac Records. You look at him. And just the way he can transform into different people, and it's believable.
Yes.
A low-key guy who everybody don't respect because he's a comedian, but I like Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy like that.
You look at the Nutty Professor and how he played all these different characters, and if you didn't know it was Eddie, you would have thought it was all these different
100%.
people, and it was the same
100%.
guy.
I agree.
Growing up watching Coming to America, the Jewish guy in the barbershop.
In the barbershop.
For years, I didn't know that was Eddie. I knew the other guy was Eddie, but I didn't think the Jewish guy was Eddie. I was like, no, that ain't Eddie.
We gonna talk about Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. So just looking at Eddie as somebody who transitioned from just comedy, and my favorite all-time idol is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I'm a musician.
Yes.
He's a singer, comedian.
Yes.
What he did with Ray was just phenomenal.
Man.
Speak on it.
Just watching him, man, and how he just transitioned to all the elements that he's good at and combined it to one, and he's been successful in all of them, from music to, from comedy to acting now. So
Definitely is a Grammy winner.
shout out to
Oscar.
Jamie.
Yeah,
man.
he's a king.
Jamie's my guy. Yeah, he's a triple threat,
Did
quadruple threat.
Exactly.
So
What you talking about, man? Thank
Jamie's
you for that,
one.
man. And listen, guys, I hope you guys also heard him saying that he went the extra mile and got some more training as well. So he went back to school. Listen, even if you haven't had any training, it's still possible for you to do this and be great. But he took it another step and he decided to get training. So with me saying that is, what do you feel is the more important for an actor, talent or training?
That's a good question.
Or
Right
is
there.
it's a little bit of both?
Oh man. Oh man.
Take your time.
That's a good question. Listen, I hear a lot of people say, hard work beat talent. I hear that a lot. But when you got it, when you really got it, and then you put in the work,
Come on.
it's like you're unstoppable.
Yeah, like icing on the cake.
Yeah, so you kind of need both. But when you got that talent and then you got the work ethic behind it, man, you like unstoppable. You look at, I'm not a LeBron James fan, right?
Okay, yes.
But you look at him,
Yes.
build wise, talent wise.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable. Then he works. The way he keeps his body up is amazing to me. He works that.
He works
and
it,
so he's what he is.
Yes.
My favorite is Kobe. You look at Kobe.
Yes,
He had the talent, but then he put in that.
Yeah, that extra.
Yeah.
He put in that extra work
Yes, he did.
to build that talent. So I think you need both. Because I know people who work hard,
Yeah.
but they're just not that good.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the NBA and in NFL, they work hard,
But
but then when it's time to perform,
They ain't on Hall of Fame.
they ain't got it. It's that guy who had the talent, who worked hard with it too. So you need that balance of both.
Yes,
If you ask me. So my favorite thing is to get notes after shows.
Love it, yes.
I'm never complacent, and that may be a good or a bad thing.
No, it's a
That's
good
a great
thing.
thing.
That's a
You
great
know,
thing.
That's a great thing.
I
It
just
is.
always
That's a
like
great thing.
where I mess up at. What can I
What
improve?
can I do better? Yes,
What
sir.
didn't seem believable? I'm always asking these questions because I just want to be the best at what I'm doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good stuff, man.
Hey, that's great right
That's good
there.
stuff. So how much work have you put into it? Like, say for instance, when you're getting ready for a character, how much work goes into you developing that character? What is that process like
Oh man,
as you're going through that?
my favorite thing is the backstory, right? Because I deal in mental health.
Gotcha.
And trauma is real.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
So when we
Yes,
talk
it
about
is.
traumas are things that happen to you
Come on.
that creates the person that you see now.
Yes.
And so a lot of times when I'm doing characters, I go back and say, what made this person this way?
Yeah.
I know what he's doing. I can easily do what you're doing.
That's right.
But why?
Yeah.
What's the motive?
Yeah.
I might get mad and flip out. Why do I act that way
Why
when
do
I
I
get
act
mad?
that way?
Because I never learned to express myself.
Yes.
When I got mad, except through acting up, and that's how I got
Yes.
the attention. So I'm a grown man, and I still
you
display
still act-
those.
Yes, sir.
So I get to the root of
Yes.
what's this person?
Yes.
What happened to him? What was his mom and dad like?
Come on.
And then I try to relate situations that I really dealt with in my life
Come on,
to
man.
make it more believable to me, so that it reads off to the people.
Love it.
That research.
You have to become
what I
the
mean?
character.
Yeah. And sometimes you get stuck in it. Like I know
Yes.
a couple shows, like we had to do therapy. Like, because, you know, I had auditioned for 2 more shows, but I was still behaving like the character, even talking that way, the cadence that I had built, the way that I had walked. I learned a different walk.
Yes.
And I was still carrying that person.
thing.
Even at home, my wife was like, yo, you tripping. But I wanted to go that deep into who it was to break, yo, this ain't me. I want this. I don't want you to say, oh, that's Dartez just acting silly or doing this. I want you to say, oh, shit. Who is that?
Yeah, he really that character.
Is he really dark like that? Like, you know, and I like to play dark characters because I'm a funny person in general. And it make me tap into places that you don't want to go sometimes. So, especially in my emotions that I learned to put away. Yeah. But then when I go digging back, it's a lot of stuff that I haven't resolved. So that's that therapy again, and I deal with them then, and I face them. And it took me a while to learn how to do it. But, you know, sometimes I, you know, go talk to people, apologize and shit, because I remember what I did. And so, you know, just tapping into
stuck in that actor mode, you know.
Yeah.
You got that, you just locked in.
You know who turned like that? Pop. Who? You know, Tupac was a Juilliard, Shakespearean guy doing Shakespeare, and he did Juice.
Yes.
And fell in love with the character.
And he was stuck.
And he stayed that way because it brought him power and respect in real life, because they said, oh, this that guy. But he had really tapped into that character, and then it became him.
It was his everyday
You know,
life.
Pop was doing background dancing for Humpty Hump. Do the
Yes, he
Humpty
was.
Hump.
I heard about that.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But he had tapped into something that he didn't want to shake, that it became a part of him. So it's always, you know, good to get a little therapy after you tap into certain roles, you know.
Yeah, because I ain't know you could really get locked in like that. You know what I mean?
Heath Ledger, you know, the
I
Joker.
forgot. You're right.
You know, you tap into these dark places, and sometimes you don't know how to come out. You know, so, yeah.
That's tough.
Yes. Where do you go to practice loud vocal exercise?
Home.
Yeah, I'm about to say you probably got children.
Yes, sir.
I said that time with my daughter and my wife, I drive her nuts, you know, but that time, me and my daughter, we have a great time in just doing crazy stuff, vocal exercises, and that's just another time that I can share with my daughter. And believe it or not, I think she's going to be 50 times better than me.
Probably
50 times, you know, like so from the time she was a baby, she was watching us on the stage, you know. Matter of fact, I never forget. It was the scene you pushed me down on the chair or whatever, and I heard her crying in the crowd.
I remember
that's crazy.
that.
Why, like, I picked up on her. I'm like, don't break character. But that's the first time I'm like, my baby crying. She think I'm getting hurt for real. She's like 3 years old.
Yes, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? And but
I still got that picture.
man,
I remember that.
Yeah, she's gonna be 10 times better than me. 50 times better, because she's already tapping into it, and I'm a hone that craft on it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Like,
man.
I didn't get into the theater till I was grown, you know, 18, you know, but
I feel that.
I'm shaping her. But it's not gonna be her only thing, but I see she likes it, you know, she sees this is what daddy does, and I like it, so I'm gonna invest in it too.
Oh, yeah, gotta take that home.
gotta
Plus,
do
it's free to holler at the house.
Free!
Because I holler at my kids all day. They be running around acting crazy. You know what I mean? You ain't got to go buy nowhere to do that.
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right.
mean? Get it off your chest.
That's a good
At the house.
At the house.
For free.
Sir. That's good practice, man. So I want to ask you a question, man. Have you ever got a bad review on your acting, and how did you react towards that review when you did get it?
My third performance in a production, I got a bad review. It crushed me because my first 2 reviews in the production that I did, I was top of the line, stellar.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
But then the third, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really feel it because I felt like I'm just doing the same character I just did in the last play. Like, give me something else. So I knew it wasn't a lie, but for him to put it in the newspaper and people to read it.
Yes.
Was it in the newspaper?
Yeah, it was in the newspaper.
Put you out there like
It
that?
put me like that. You know, it was like it was a subpar raw performance. So I know in the word raw, that means it's really not good. It's just an undeveloped character, really. So, you know, I felt some type of way, but again, you know, I used it for motivation to never allow myself. I don't care if I don't want to do the character.
Yeah.
I tap in and I give 110%.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it hurt, but I needed that.
Yes.
So yeah, for sure.
Now, let me ask you a question about this right here. Is it important to have a SAG card, or is it not important? What are the benefits of having a SAG card? Because I know you.
Pay. Get pay.
And can you explain to people what a
I
SAG
was
card
just about to
is?
ask
Yeah,
that,
for
you
those
know
who
what I
don't
mean?
know
'Cause I
what
don't know.
SAG card is, a SAG, whatever, they don't know what that is. Can you explain to the people
So when you
what
talk a
SAG
SAG
is?
card, you're talking about it's like a union, really. So when you've done enough shows that SAG qualified, or maybe you had a speaking part, could be like 2-3 lines, but you had the speaking part in the SAG after I think 2. When I did it, I don't know if it's still the same after 2 performances. With that, you could qualify for your SAG card. You pay for it. What it does is most people may get paid 60 days after they work. A lot of people don't get paid up front. It comes later on.
Yeah.
But with SAG, they got to pay you in a certain amount of time before 30 days is out.
Okay.
So it almost like guarantees your pay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And all that good stuff is a union behind you.
Yes.
So that's always good to have a union behind you.
Exactly.
And it was like 3
I was just
3
about to
bands.
ask you, is it expensive?
It's like 3 bands, I think, to get
Okay.
into it. It's worth the investment. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I can't remember, man. It's been so long ago since I had
And
it.
is there a yearly fee that you have to pay every year, a monthly fee,
I
quarterly?
think it's a yearly. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not
Okay.
that much, though. My card, I haven't done any work, so I haven't.
I got
These
you.
last 2 years, I had got casted for the House of Cards. And
Yeah.
then
Yes.
the thing happened with Kevin Spacey, so
Yes.
that crushed me. So
Which leads me right into that. Let's talk about some of the things that you're currently doing now, and some of the things that you had some opportunities to do, but it probably cut off because of COVID-19.
okay,
Get into that, yeah.
I did some work on ATL. Y'all ever seen ATL?
Yeah, come on, speak on it.
I did some work on there. I did some work on Shots Fired out in Charlotte when they shot it out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had got casted for House of Cards.
Yes.
I just auditioned for something out in Virginia. I can't say that out loud.
I know, I understand,
I
know how to go.
So hopefully, fingers crossed.
It's gonna work out.
You got it.
You got it.
On the road, man, we was traveling like 6-7 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Every other weekend. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
COVID hit.
Yeah.
I've been sitting, but my wheels still been turning. Came up with an idea, show, shot at the Garrett.
Yeah, got you.
He knew the right people to,
Get it too.
put it to the
Get it
table.
right hands, right.
Got my executive producer first credit.
Come on, man.
So,
Congrats, man.
Yeah, get in there.
yeah,
Brother,
yeah.
working,
Congrats on
man.
that,
Yeah.
man.
Working.
Speak on it. Yes,
So,
sir.
AARP's been looking at it.
Sure.
American Heart. So they really like that idea. We've been shopping it around, and a lot of
Sure.
people have been liking the concept of the show.
Come on, man.
So I've been real excited about that. Another little thing that we've been working on, we've been talking to, I can't even say that.
I got you.
But
I
we've been talking to
understand.
somebody,
I understand.
So that's another executive producer
Absolutely.
idea that I have ran
Come on,
across.
man.
So
Come on, yes.
just using my ideas now
Sure.
and using my resources.
Sure.
It's been good though. But COVID
Yes.
was a blessing for me, especially my family, my daughter. I was moving so much that the emotional connection that my wife needed,
Sure.
I didn't give it to her.
I understand that.
And that's on me. I take that. It was always look, I'm working, I'm getting this money. I hope
Yep.
you happy here. I'm gonna buy this for you, do this. But emotionally, I want there. My time wise, I want there.
Yes.
So this year and last year was definitely much needed. I've been real in tune with my X chromosome.
Right.
Since I had my daughter. She might walk up to me, Dad, I love you. And nigga just start, eyes get the water and shit. I'm like, man, what is
Not
this?
mad at that,
So I've
right?
been real in tune with my
Yes.
X chromosome.
Yes, sir.
That's my emotional side. I've
Yes,
been
sir.
in tune with it. But yeah, man, it's just that time, man, and with my daughter and my wife is
Yes.
it's
I got you. It's priceless.
it's priceless.
You really
Yeah,
can't put
it's a
it-
good
yeah.
feeling, and
Yes, it is.
we definitely got back closer,
Yes.
because time and space.
Yes. That
It
balance.
do put a
Yeah, I
little
got
wedge
you.
in it,
Yeah,
but
a little
yeah,
spring.
yeah, but
Yeah.
coming back in and really just putting that time in, and man, it's just been a wonderful feeling.
Oh man, that's beautiful,
Blessing
man.
in disguise.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Coronavirus.
And that's
Man.
not to diminish anybody, because 2020 was a tough year
Come
for
on,
everybody.
yes.
You know what I mean?
I get
But
what you're saying.
it definitely was a blessing.
Yes.
For me, even financially, like
Absolutely.
For me too.
Absolutely.
I'm
Me
like,
too,
yo, I
yeah.
thought I was gonna fall off, but I went
Yeah,
up.
it
You
really
know,
went up, actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
I went
I'm
up.
with you.
You know, and I'm
Yes,
like,
I'm
baby, what the hell going on?
Yeah.
So blessings and peace to everybody who suffered in
Come on,
2020,
man.
but it definitely was
Come
a blessing
on.
for me. So
So listen, man, I hope you guys heard everything Like
Yeah.
Legucci, that was dope what he's talking about, right?
Every little bit, every bit of it.
Every bit of it. And listen, I want y'all to understand that this is right here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean,
336.
stand up, Carolina. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
If he can do it, you can too. But don't deny yourself the process. Remember, this is each one, reach one, teach one. And this is the Jetblack Daily Show, and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
It's the Jetblack Daily Show. It's the Jetblack Daily Show. It's the Jetblack Daily Show. It's the Jetblack. Ooh. It's the Jetblack. Ooh. It's the Jetblack Daily Show. Welcome back to the Jetblack Daily Show. I'm Mr. Jetblack Carl Sr.
And it's your boy Corey Legucci Graves.
As we continue the legacy of Mr. Aaron T. Jones.
Hashtag Pod God.
Yes, sir. And please check us out on Podbean. Please, that's Jetblack Radio. Jetblack Radio and YouTube Jetblack Network. Please like and subscribe our page.
And don't forget to ring that damn bell.
Ring that damn bell.
Yes,
Hurry up
sir.
and get it. All right? So look, we are back and ready to go, and we're going to go ahead and go into what it is, and we're going to talk about strong women.
Oh,
Let's
man.
go ahead and start with that first bullet point that we got right here. We got the Miss Maya Angelou. You want to speak on it,
You
bro?
know I will. That's amazing.
Go ahead,
melanin
my brother.
Queen and her rights. You hear me?
Yeah, you know it.
What you're supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it.
Yeah.
If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. Don't complain.
Don't complain.
The legendary writer said, it wouldn't take nothing for my journey now.
I love it. I love it. You guys heard that, right?
Did you hear me?
Did you hear it, right?
I heard.
Did you hear me? Don't complain.
That's right. Come on, give us
You know
another
what I
quote
mean?
from our strong
All right,
black
we got
women.
another right here. Angelina Jolie.
Well, she ain't black.
Y'all about to
Excuse
say
me.
she
She
ain't
got black lips.
She
She
got
do,
black
though.
lips.
She got.
She got some full lips.
She got
man,
black
like a
lips,
soup.
man.
some
man,
soup
man,
cookers
hey,
She got some
yeah,
soup
she got
cookers,
some
huh?
soup
I'm
cookers.
telling you.
We
Don't
had to
get me
cut that
started.
short. Yeah.
Two shots of Patron and we on in the pod.
Come on with it.
Angelina Jolie.
Jolie.
Life comes with many challenges. The ones that should not scare us are the ones we can take on and take control of.
Yeah.
Jolie wrote this in 2013, New York Times. 2013. That quote still resonating
Yeah,
today.
it is. Come on with it.
Got another Chrissy Metz. One day you will appreciate the upgrade of that cruise control. That shit sounded good.
That was a good way out here. I might have
One
to
day
say that
you will
one.
appreciate the upgrade of that cruise control.
Cruise
but never
control.
take your eye off the winding road you
Yeah.
have paid before being courageously you.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, I love it.
Got to stay focused. That's
Yeah,
what
you
it
got to
sound
stay
like to me, huh?
focused.
Yeah.
That's
Gotta
what it
stay
sounds
focused.
like. Come on, you got another?
Amy
one
Schumer.
more.
I know my worth. I embrace my power.
Yes, sir.
I say if I'm beautiful. I say if I'm strong.
Yes.
You will not determine my story. I will.
Oh, man.
And that came, the new mom wrote in her book, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo.
Oh, man, I love it.
I
love
did
it.
too.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Listen, do you have any black history facts for us today? I think we got some. I hope we
You
do.
got some?
Eyes on it. You know what? We just gonna go ahead and talk about a little bit of these movie updates.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
you know we
switch
got
gears
some.
a little bit on these movie updates we got
Okay.
going on. This one right here is by Rachel Labonte. I think I said that right? Labonte. Not La Bamba, but Labonte, right?
Yeah,
Did I say that right?
Yeah, it looked like you said it right.
It looked like it. It sounded like it from my point of view. I don't,
Movie update.
Labonte.
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 You wanna
Forgive
kick
us
it,
if
bro?
it's wrong.
I got you.
Please forgive us. Listen, we want you to comment.
Yeah, please.
Comment and say something down in the comments. Please say something in the comments.
bad,
all
and
right?
ugly.
Please.
We'll take it. It's
we want to
okay.
hear from you. It's all right. We're going to
We
make
appreciate
mistakes.
it.
Come
Like
on
I'm
with it,
said
bro.
by Rachel Labonte.
What did they say about it?
Ryan Coogler calls Black Panther 2 the hardest thing he ever had to do in his career. With his work on Fruitvale Station, Creed, he cemented himself as one of the best young directors working today.
Wow.
The 2018 film Black Panther only served to further highlight his talent as he brought the fictional world of Wakanda to life in brilliant,
Yes, sir.
colorful fashion. It
love
was no-brainer that he would be brought back to the Black Panther 2, once again working as director and writer. However, following the unexpected tragic passing of the star Chadwick Boseman, Bozeman.
Bozeman.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
there you go.
Yes, sir.
Black Panther 2
You all right?
has taken a new light.
Yeah. Love it.
That's
love
dope
it.
right there.
Yeah.
Go
Ryan
on to
is
that
dope.
next one.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? I got nothing
Yes,
by,
sir.
by Dan Zinsk.
Dan Zisk.
You know what I mean?
All right. Come on
Paramount's
with it.
BG's biopic movie will be directed by Oscar nominee Kenneth Branagh.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Kenneth
Right
Branagh.
I got it
Kenneth
right,
Branagh.
Kenneth. Don't get mad at me. You hear me? Shakespeare had Branagh's ticket to initial fame and fortune in the movies when he became an Oscar-nominated director and actor for his 1989 version of Bard Henry's V.
Yes.
Branagh later followed up the success with the lighter, much Otto About Nothing, as well as decidedly heavy 4-hour adaptation of Hamlet. In recent years, Branagh has moved away from Shakespeare and taken the Agatha Christie, adapting her Murder on the Orient Express to great success in 2017.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Branagh next will begin Christie's novel, Death of the Nile, to scenes with himself returning to road detective Hercule Poirot.
All right. Now that's gonna lead us right into this, and I'm glad we got you here on the panel.
Yeah, we
with
got an
us.
actor in the
We
building.
got an actor in the building, and we're gonna talk a little about the reckoning over representation of Black Hollywood. Speaks out, but is the industry really listening? So I'm gonna read just a little insert of this right here. All right?
Okay.
So this is by Elaine Lowe, Angelique Jackson. All right. So former Glee star Amber Riley remembers the time early in her career when a producer told her that she and other actors of color were a little more disposable because that's the way the world is.
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
That's what they said. As her professional trajectory continued, she witnessed her fair share of bad behavior and knew who would or would not be held accountable. So I want to know from you, if any of us may have experienced some type of racism, like in our life at some point,
You know,
right?
we all have. We got
So-
that melanin in our skin.
So some of the things that you have done thus far, Dartez, what are your emotions and your feelings as it pertains to the representations of Black actors in Hollywood, or where you think we are now? Do you still think we need a long way to go?
Well, I'll be honest, and I won't go too deep into it.
Sure.
We'll talk about it after, you know. But
Yeah, just a little bit.
there was I could have been in the industry, real talk. And there
I know.
was 3 roles for me.
Okay.
But all of the roles were similar. And for my beliefs and my system, I couldn't do it.
I understand. I
It
know where you're going.
wasn't a amount of money that could make me,
Sure.
you know, go against my beliefs and what I, you know, my morals and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I think a lot of times you see people will take, but again, if you're comfortable with that,
Do your thing.
do your thing.
See?
I know what you
But
mean.
for me, it wasn't worth it.
Yes.
I know a lot of times you get, I need that. I got a lot of thug roles.
Yeah.
I want you to be this thuggy guy. Like all of us is not, we're not thugs.
Nah.
You know,
Wants to be the nigga.
yeah.
Yep.
I seen
Exactly.
it. Like I told him, I come from a both parent home.
Yes.
I grew up around people who didn't.
Yes.
But I came with a different upbringing
Come on,
because I
speak
got
on it.
lucky.
Speak
I
on
got
it.
blessed.
Speak on
I
it.
tell my
Speak on it.
pops, man, look, I can't do them a thank you.
Yes.
For staying
Speak
with
on
my
it.
mom. And,
Absolutely.
thank you for showing me how to be a man.
Yes.
And that's like one of my biggest things that I hope that I could get back to the community is fatherhood, man.
Yes.
Getting back into that, the importance of fatherhood and men showing men how to be men.
Come on, man.
How to take that responsibility.
Yes.
And I think Hollywood doesn't portray us to be that way.
No, they don't.
Shout out to Bill Cosby for what he did.
Hey. Exactly.
Whether it was whatever he did in his personal life, I don't know. I can't speak
I don't
on that.
either. I'm with you.
I know I wanted to go to college because I saw a different world.
Man, what? Me too.
I know I know
too.
those were type of things that most people, you believe 90% of what you see.
Yes, that's right.
And they understand that.
They understand
Hollywood
that.
understand that.
Hollywood
The
understand
first movie
that.
ever made was called The Birth of a Nation. It was about the KKK coming to
Yes.
save the day because black men were coming to rape white women.
Yes.
So you look at Nate Parker, when he redid it, he named the story about Nat Turner.
Love it.
The Birth of a Nation.
Yes.
And I love that shit.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? I
yes.
love that shit when I saw it.
Yes.
And then, you know, they tried to drag him
Yeah, they did.
after he did
They
that, you
did,
know, because, you know, we don't understand the power of media.
No, we don't.
This is probably the most powerful thing that you guys are doing that we do every day.
Yes.
Is media.
Come
People
on, man.
believe what they see and hear.
Yes,
You
and
know,
I-
whether they know the facts or not.
Yes,
Exactly.
I love
content.
that content.
Yeah.
I love that you said that. We know you can't speak on it, but we can speak on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because we don't give a damn.
Right.
I
So,
don't.
so we ain't really worried about too much. So I know the issue that he's talking about. You know, the roles that sometimes we get casted in. You know, they have us wearing dresses and things like that. And we, you know, you pick and choose. It's like you said, nothing against nobody who wants to do that, but everybody might not want to wear a dress. Everybody might not want to play a gay role. That do your thing if that's what you want to do, but you don't have to do
No,
that.
you ain't gotta do all
You
that
know what I'm
to get it
saying?
right.
And playing the thug roles, what he was saying, because you can find yourself being in those roles, and I understand, like from a cultural aspect, a lot of times we be needing money.
Right.
So I'm not knocking the cats that say, okay, I'm gonna wear a dress. Hell, they're gonna give me $100,000. I ain't never seen $100,000.
Right.
So I'm not knocking nobody if that's what they choose to do. But what I am saying is you don't have to do that, right?
Right, yeah. Right.
You don't have to. You can make a stance for something and say, well, you know, I really feel uncomfortable doing that.
Yeah.
You know, to those who did it, you know what I mean? We know Flip Wilson did it, and
A lot of them
a
did
lot
it.
of them did it. A whole lot of
you know
them
what I
did
mean?
it. You know what I'm saying? And we finding out more and more cats have done it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't know, but we're finding out as pictures resurface that more people are doing it. You know, do your thing. But I think I can firmly say for most of us as males, we're kind of tired of that being the thing that black males, we have to do a role like that.
Exactly.
Right.
We have to wear a damn dress. You don't have to wear a dress.
Right.
You know, you can pick and choose the role that you want, but at the same time, I do understand cultural so far as, you know, a lot of us never had $100,000.
Right.
A lot of us grew up in poor homes, so they say, all right, they flash that money. But then again, you got a choice, right?
Yep, at the
You
end
got
of
a
the day.
choice.
Right.
So, you know, I love what you said about the stance that you take.
Yeah.
It's personal.
I did too. I respect
without,
that.
I
You
respect
know what I
that
mean?
without saying too much, because a lot of people, thespians, sometimes say, well, I'm just playing a role.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's a character, and I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
For the art form, I'm playing, you know, I'm playing the character, but you're taking a stance, and we don't see that too often in this business. You know what I'm saying? For people that's really taking a stand, shout out to the Dave Chappelle's and
Oh, Dave, yeah.
Dave is the man.
Yeah,
you know, he
GOAT.
pretty much
The
can
GOAT,
say what he
for
wants
sure.
to say. Yeah,
And
yeah.
Dave say
GOAT.
what he want to say, and that's
He
what
say
I like
he
about
wanna-
Dave.
Yeah. He
You know,
say
he's
what
in a
he wanna
position
say.
of power.
He's in a
You know what I
position of
mean?
power,
Yeah,
right.
he definitely
He
in
got
a
the
do
position.
that.
energy we all need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Spike too, man.
And Spike
I don't
too,
think
though.
Spike gets
I don't think you
the
get enough
respect
either.
he
No, he
needs.
don't.
You
I
know,
don't.
and nothing against Tyler. I love Tyler and what he done.
Oh, yeah.
But- They forget about what Spike done for the
Yes,
culture.
yes,
telling
You know,
yes.
really, you know, school days, you know,
Yes.
do the right
Come on
thing,
now.
you know,
Yes.
these things. Spike
Yes.
really was feeding the culture.
Yes.
And he don't get it, you know, his due process, you know, for
I
what he
agree.
done for us, man.
And I'll say that, piggybacking off of Tyler Perry, I think it's dope. I think it's dope what he's doing in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he
That's going
bringing
down in
he bringing
history,
black.
yeah.
I mean, he bringing Hollywood to ATL.
Right.
And it's all black.
Right.
So I can't diss that. You know,
I
Yeah.
ain't getting no dress.
no, everybody
You know what I
make
mean?
their
Different-
own
different strokes
choices.
for
You know what I'm
different
saying?
folks.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean, you look at, really, if you go back, I think Denzel may be the only,
I was
I
gonna
was just
say
about to say,
that.
I ain't never seen-
I've
seen
never
this.
seen
Denzel may
him.
be the only one that I've never seen. I'm not saying he has,
Right,
but I haven't never seen it. You know,
think I've
I've
never
seen it with
seen him.
Will, I've seen it with Jamie, I've seen it with
Yeah.
Martin,
Yeah.
I've seen it with these guys.
Sure.
Now, these modern day guys, I haven't seen too many, but the legends that we know of,
Sure.
they was putting that thing on. And I think
Yeah.
modern day is because we're creating our own content now.
Yeah, we are.
You know,
we are.
And I like the fact, you know, that we can create our
can
own.
create our
and,
own, we can
and
create
the
our own
internet
world.
saved us, really, yo.
Yes, I agree.
And shout out to Soulja Boy. I ain't no Soulja Boy fan,
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
started this,
Yeah.
yo, I'm going to make it off the internet.
Yeah,
You
he
know what?
did.
You're right. He
He
did.
did,
He was the first one to
You're
pop
right. You're
Yeah.
right.
and made money off the internet.
He
100%.
did.
And then we don't have to conform to Hollywood.
No, we
because
don't. We can do our own
We can
thing.
put everything on Amazon.
Man, we see it.
YouTube, you
Yeah,
know.
just
see
like
it.
that. Easy, click of a button.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's it. It's more accessible to everybody.
Yes. So again, this is about empowerment. Jet Black empowerment. This is all about empowerment, baby. You're hearing everything that we're talking about. That means you have what you need to empower yourself.
Right.
And again, this cat is from North Carolina.
Right.
North Carolina, stand up.
336.
You know what I'm saying? 336, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. This is so dope, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited because you never get a chance to talk to somebody who's in the business with you, but still trailblazing, still making moves. Somebody I was right here, right beside on a daily, man. Didn't know everything that he was doing, so it's a beautiful thing to know the things that he is doing and everything that you learn along the way. You have to each one, reach one, teach one. So as I learn, we all learn together.
Exactly.
We all get that guap together.
Yeah, that guap.
That's right. We get that bag.
Some of this acting seasoning off y'all.
Listen, when you
Somebody need to see me. I need to be on the big screen.
Come on now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you better know it. And listen, I want to give a quick little shout out. Listen, CMB Studios, Russian Roulette, all of our talent over there. Hey, it's coming, all right? Fire. It's coming, baby, it's coming. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed the show, but before we leave, we're going to let Mr. Wright go ahead and give his quick plugs. Come on, give your plugs for us.
Look, y'all be on the lookout for the brand.
Yeah, it is.
Antisocial, or however you want to read it. Antisocial, man. It's a brand, man. It's quality. You can look me up on Instagram at Dartez Wright. On Facebook, Dartez Wright. And shout out to my wife and my daughter, my family, everybody who ever supported me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. We made this show specifically about Mr. Wright.
And thank y'all. Thank y'all, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you for coming, man. Much respect.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate the
Yeah,
love, too,
man. You know I was very excited to have you here today, man. It's pretty dope, man. I mean, we talked on Messenger, man. He gave me a shout out. I said, absolutely, come through.
Yeah.
And he pulled
Hey,
up.
we
You know what I'm saying?
appreciate
Yeah, we
you laid it down,
appreciate
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah, let's talk about the podcast, man.
Oh, man. We got this. We got Antisocial Podcast is going down. Matter of fact, we're throwing a party. I know they're saying it's not, but we're throwing a party with Asian Doll April the 2nd in Raleigh, North Carolina. Be there at B Square. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
I had to pull off.
Yes, sir.
Antisocial Podcast. Y'all look that up. It's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Go click on subscribe, do whatever. And then shout out to to the boys I started with, MOC Podcast. Shout out to them boys. Y'all go. Follow them. Black men lifting other black men is important,
yes,
man.
sir.
And shout out to anybody that's hustling, man. Shout out to you black men, you great black men,
Oh, man,
So
we
thank y'all for
appreciate you,
having
man.
me. I don't take it for
Absolutely.
granted, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. So listen, man, remember this is the Jetblack Daily Show. It's all about empowering. It's all about inspiring. Each one, reach one, teach one. As we continue the legacy of Mr. Aaron T. Jones, hashtag Pod God. Hashtag Aaron T. Jones, hashtag all the way up, hashtag Jetblack, baby.
And it's your boy Corey Legucci, Graves.
Senior, that is, as we continue this legacy. Peace, Jetblack.
I mean, and that's above all. So again, while everybody in here was talking before earlier, and I know that some people may not have agreed with the next one, and the next one may not agree with the last one. However, we all need each other. But of course, when we all know that there are some differences between allies and enemies. So, of course, when we can kind of specify an enemy, now, that's the thing as well. We know right out who the enemies are. We know who the enemies are, who the people who don't support this movement are, who don't believe in this movement are. Now, the thing within us as a community, it's in a group, and everybody who says that we believe in this movement is picking out the people who say that they're allies but really aren't. We know that there'll be some weakest links. We know that there'll be some people in here who will construe or like